Um, Hi. In this stream, I will be reviewing one of the runs I did a while back, where I did not use Kitasan Black or Super Creek to complete the URA finale career. I have close to 400 hours in this game as a free-to-play player, and I never did any polls on the support banner. This one. It meant I had to come up with a way to beat the career mode without relying on support cards and meta. I managed to beat all careers on stream. Those streams are going to be in the description. Pretty consistently, and I'll be showing what I did to prepare for those runs. This is mainly going to be for the career mode, but I will be talking about Champions Meeting if it is relevant enough. If you ever felt apprehensive about going for the character banner and didn't, because you were told to go for the support banner, then this stream might be for you. My name is Lociu, and welcome to the stream. Let me just check some stuff on OBS real quick. Okay. Today I was going. You can see from the from the streams we stopped. We finished it on Rice Shower. She was a final champion, and up from Rice Shower up until Nice Nature, we're all champions, final champions. We did all of those on stream. Here's the just a VOD. Gonna be playing it, and I just want to show people with these streams how you can also not really care about supports, at least when you are starting out the game, and really focus, on just playing the game and checking the stories, and having fun and just experiencing the game without, spreadsheets or stuff like that, or meta. It can be kind of off-putting for some people, and these streams are mainly for those people that, want to go for the outfits and, more characters and story. And yeah, the streams are proof that you can just play the game, sort of. I was using this deck setup, and this one isn't as accessible anymore, and neither is this one, because they are event cards, and those two are random ones. The main rule I follow is to get 2 speed and 1 strength, and the rest is whatever. You can pretty easily get this Mejiro McQueen, and you can also pretty easily get this winning ticket and this Harurara, which is what I'm going to be using moving forward. And from this event you can get Mejiro Dober, which is I heard is pretty useful. So yeah, going a little back. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my Mayano Top Gun run. This one I was going to talk about. I was going to do a stream on Grass Mother, but she is a mile. She's made her for the next Champions Meeting, because she's a mile late surger, and so is Vodka, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I still want to research the next Champions Meeting. But for this Champions Meeting, you are going to want to use Maya and also a gold ship, and if you have any Tataishin. And we are just one day off from the Champions Meeting. Just check something real quick. If you really are late to the party, you can just build a Maya. You are going to be trying to build something like this. 3 stamina skills, and then a lot of stamina. And it's straight away spurts, you know, that long proficiency. This Maya isn't really that good. I'm not really a Champions Meeting player, and I'm just doing it for fun. It is something that I am doing on the side just to play the game. I'm looking for more ways that just looking for some reason to continue to play the game. And yeah, Maya. Let's do a review on her today. But before any of that, get into the Discord, trying to find a 9-star Maruzensky, go to the Find Friends channel. Trying to find a 9-star Maruzensky, Stamina Maruzensky. You can use the search function. And it is what I mainly used for all of their careers. Just a nice Stamina Maruzensky. You don't really need much else. It isn't really the most optimal guest parents to have, but on average, it is at least going to be sort of useful, which is more than enough. Let's see here. 9 Stamina Maruzensky. Yeah, go on the Discord, find friends channel, and then just look for a Maruzensky. Maya runs on mediums and longs, so she doesn't need an upgraded proficiency. You can run. We did, in the run, we ran her as a long front runner, which is pretty simple. But she can be pretty much anything. For the Champions Meeting right now, if you are planning on doing that, you want her to be an end closer, and have 3. You gotta have stamina straight away spurt and 3 stamina skills. And yeah, what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it for Maya. We did it. So since she is running longs, you see here her last race is the Arimakinen. You want that 600 stamina as soon as you can. And then since you are probably going to, if you are building her as a front runner, then you are going to want to go for speed, and for everything else, go for 600 power. And then go for 600 speed. And width has to be at 300 by the end of your career. Try to get at 300 as soon as possible, though. And and then depending on what you want, yeah, just get a your best one. Doesn't really matter your own legacy. I can't really pick a legacy because I already used all my daily borrows. But yeah, for pace chasing, just a reminder, she's running longs, so get the 600 stamina as soon as possible. And then if you're not a front runner, get that 600 power. And then, meanwhile you should be going for that 300 width, and then get 600 speed. And that is pretty much what I did, in the run. For the deck, it is a new deck, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go to the VOD in the meantime. Since she's running mediums and longs, I already did a bunch of reviews on mediums and longs, so you can check those out if you want more in-depth explanation on mediums and longs. But for the career, just get that stamina at 600 as soon as you can. And it isn't as simple as just pumping up stamina. You can see here from the VOD, which doesn't have my guy. What went on? I forgot about it. You need to watch all of your races, because since we don't have cards, pretty much don't have any cards, we can't rely on stats, just pumping up stats and hoping that it will work out, because that just isn't going to happen. We need to watch those races so we can access what she needs. I mean, for front running, it is pretty simple. She just needs that, you know, for the URA final career. It is pretty simple. You just need that stamina and speed and power. It doesn't go. It doesn't get any more complicated than that. But if she was a pace chaser or anything else, you would need to start paying attention to her positioning and the amount of stamina that she's using to position, and if she's getting URA status, or if she's getting a late not really a late start, but those late starts can be pretty detrimental. And if she does get a late start, you have to assess if that you know, just ruined their run or stuff like that. And same thing with positioning. You can just always assume whatever, that she just got unlucky, and that is not constructive at all. You should always assume that you could have done something different or trained something that she needed so she could win. In this case, she didn't really need much. And for front running, you know, for the URA final career, you just need, you know, just speeds, just stamina, pretty much, and power a little bit, and then the rest in speed. For the current champions meeting that is going to be tomorrow, you are going to be building her as an end closer, and she needs a lot of stamina. She needs those 3 stamina skills. Oh, and also you need her to be potential level 2, like so, you know, because she needs that breath of fresh air. You can build a gold ship for the champions meeting, but that does require her to be potential level 5, and that's a lot of game time that you need to just get everything, which I don't really recommend, especially because we are just, you know, playing for, you know, I guess for fun. We are not really going for champions meeting at all. And then yeah, same thing with Daiwa Scarlet. She also has a race planner on potential level 5, but you know, even I don't have that many resources. And yeah, stuff gets pretty simple. Pre-debut, get those friendships. Let me just go back real quick. We are going, you know, the main gameplay loop that I do is pre-debut here, you know, go for friendships. It doesn't matter if it is guts, doesn't matter if it is speed, doesn't matter how many it is, just go for those friendships. And then watch the first race, and then check if she needs anything. You are going to get better at noticing what she needs as time goes by, and as you play more of the game. And if you cannot tell, yeah, just keep playing more of the game, you will be able to tell if she needs more speed or more stamina or more stamina. Did I say stamina 2 times? More power, stamina, or speed, or even wit. Wit does help a little bit. But yeah, just getting that wit to 300 should be pretty good for all of her needs. And yeah, if she doesn't win the pre-debut race, probably means she doesn't need anything, which means we can just keep going for friendships. And while we are going for friendships, now we can go for G1s, and then you do those G1s, and then if she does win, you gotta rush those races. If she does win, then great, she doesn't need anything. And if she doesn't, she probably needs something, and then you go back to the drawing board and start training that stat. and it starts repeating throughout the career. Especially and you should like in Kikukasho, it is a goal race. These are the ones that you should be paying the most attention because those are the ones that are going to tell exactly what she needs. And yeah, you do that for a long time, throughout the whole career, and you should be good for the final race. Once you start, and then once you are done with what are those called? Friendships. Then you can start focusing on those 600s. Or we'll spend a little bit more on 600s in a bit. Oh yeah, let's just watch the finals real quick. Finals are important because if you can't win the finals, long finals, probably means you can't win the Champions meeting if you're going for it, or even team trials or stuff like that. And just winning the finals means you did you did something right, and and at the end we are just mainly playing to get better at the game, especially when you are not going for sport cards. We are pretty much relying on just on our own gameplay. We are the ones getting better, not our support cards. And yeah, you can get pretty far just playing like this. And by pretty far, I mean intermediate level, I guess. Just playing the game once a day. I mainly play once a day. Just do one career. It can take up to 2 hours to complete one career. And that is pretty much the free time I have for the day. And in my opinion, it is well spent. I do have a lot of fun playing the game. I do have a lot of fun, reading the stories. It is a different kind of, just experience. It's challenging, in my opinion. Especially if you don't have support cards. You're kind of playing a different type of game. Especially in gachas. Gachas, once you have a good setup, you can just skip everything, and then I haven't really found this to be the case for Umamusume. Mostly because of the way I play. If I find myself skipping races, yeah, I'll just lose because I won't be able to assess exactly what she needs. You see here, she won a long, and it was pretty close. Yeah, it was pretty close, super close. That was the last try, I believe. Last race, last try. I used up all the alarm clocks. And yeah, it is just I have been a wonderful time just playing once every day and trying to get a win. If you get a win, it means you did a well job. And if you get those 600s, you can see here she won. Let me go back. How much time has it been? Like 20 minutes. She is going to have what was I talking about? Yeah, if you win, it means you did a regular, a good job. You had your fun, and you can get a nice chance of getting at least a 2-star spark. Let me see. Let's check how she ended up. If you want, the stream is there. If you want, step by step what I did and what was going through my mind, you can watch the VOD. I don't recommend it. The commentary is pretty bad. It is still pretty bad. But yeah, I mean, it is there. The gameplay is there. Just mute it and watch it. This was the final result. It was kind of hard and stuff, but she didn't make it. It was the debut. I always go for a fine motion. And we did go for a twin table for some reason. Should have just stick to additional flower. I mean, can still win. I mean, for Tokai Tail, we went with 2 guts. And we still managed to win. So, yeah, it shouldn't really worry that much about your support cards. So, yeah, why are we going for those 600s? So, at 600 stats, you have a 5% chance, it is a 5% chance, I believe, to get a 3-star stamina. Not really, just a 3-star spark. Like so, you can see this King Halo has 600 in you know those 3 stats. So it is a 3 in 5 chances to roll for one of these, and then a 5% chance to roll for a 5. You know, just a 3-star spark. And you can see she did roll for power, and then she rolled again for a 5% chance. And she became a 3-power stamina, 3-power spark. And yeah, if you go for, you know, just 1200 speed, you know, if you are playing a Sakura Bakushinyo, you know, even with Sakura Bakushinyos, I'm still going for 600s. You know, you are going to only roll for speed. And you know, which is why I try to go for everything minus guts, because I want to have as many opportunities to have a 3-star as I can. And then we rolled again. You can see here 600, and then she became a 3-star stamina, as it inspires an amount of people, you know, trainers. Let me just show her. This time, yeah, if you are going for the Champions meeting, you have 1 day to make it Mayano Top Gun. I don't recommend it. I don't really recommend going for a Champions meeting or making it one of your goals for the game. Especially if you are just starting out. Hey, roll another... because it is a late game, you know, it is a late game activity. You know, very late game, in my opinion. The people you are seeing going for Champions meeting, they already have a lot of time with the game, or just gachas in general, so they are used to spreadsheeting and playing with data, and you know, PvP and gachas in general, and all the odds. So they already have experience with stuff. I wouldn't really recommend Champions meeting if if it is your first gacha, or if you don't have, or if you haven't, or if you can't consistently beat any of these careers, consistently, like 3 times in a row or something like that. I wouldn't really bother with Champions meeting yet. It just means you need more time in the game. You should just enjoy the game. I had close to 300 hours in the game, and that was just by reading the stories, and the main stories and the event stories and the extra stories, and what else? And then just experiencing the game, trying to win everyone's career at least once, and getting everyone's outfit. It does unlock more story, which is what I really like about the game. I started playing the game because of the story and franchise. And then I made my goal to get all the trophies and stuff. And that's when I reached the 300 hour mark. And that I lost a lot. Let me just show how much I lost. I do believe this is an integral part of your journey through the game. The franchise does, if you ever interacted with any of the media, the franchise, the franchise is about losing and frustration, and then turning that frustration into just your drive to win. And this is exactly what happened. You can see this from here up until I guess here. I guess until the Sakura Bakushu. This was the first time I won. You can see here those are all losers. I don't mean loser. I mean they lost. They didn't become final champions. And I did spend my time reading the stories and getting to know what they stood for and trying to learn the game and testing out stuff. I believe I had a 600 guts or something like that. Rice shower. I was just experimenting with the game, and you should too. You should just enjoy your time playing the game. You are not supposed to win right away. It is a rogue light, so losing is an integral part of the gameplay loop. And then yeah, after Sakura Bakushu, then I started to get what the game was about. It clicked, and then you can see. And I tried to King Halo, and then I found out King Halo is the hardest, one of the hardest, I guess. And then yeah, I tried a little bit more, and then went back to Final Champions. A little bit, And then I tried Rush Hour, then I found out she is also another really hard career. And then yeah, Final Champions, you can see here, still testing off, and then jump Final Champions, Speed Stayer, Final Champions, stuff like that. And then after a while, that's when I started recording. Not really a long time after, when I was confident enough in my in winning. That's when I started to stream those careers, and was also all using the setup after testing a lot. So yeah, my point is just play the game, have fun. I do believe, in my opinion, the biggest part of the game is the story aspect of the game, and they do integrate very nicely story into gameplay with the URA finale career mode scenario. It is sort of a tutorial. Yeah, it is kind of a tutorial to just to the rest of the game that is to come. And yeah, I do recommend you spend your time, a lot of time, just enjoying the game and learning and experiencing what it has to offer. Yeah, and maybe don't maybe leave Champions meeting a little bit to the side in the meantime. This is going to be the first Champions meeting that I actually try for. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna post the result of that sometimes, maybe, if And if I don't get results, then yeah, it is a gacha PvP. Doesn't matter, in my opinion. It is mainly for the very dedicated. And if you don't find that stimulating, then yeah, more power to you. I don't want to just negate your fun that you have. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I had. 30 minutes, pretty sure, yeah. Have fun Champions meeting tomorrow if you're going to do that. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.